and welcome back, and today I want to talk about a brand new IP camera. All too often on this channel I do spend a lot of time talking about surveillance and NAS. It's one of the main ways you can maximise your investment in a network attached storage device, and IP cameras are what you need when used in conjunction with Surveillance Station and QNAP Pro and all the software you can get out there for NAS to take advantage of it and have a great NVR setup, as well as making most of your NAS for things like Plex, VMs, audio about the home, anything and more. So today I want to talk about a brand new Reolink camera. This is the Reolink C2 Pro. Now, I started speaking about Reolink well over a year ago. It's probably come up 2 years ago now. And they are a brand that has continued to impress me. Don't get me wrong, there are companies like Hikvision and Edimax out there that are pretty much a lot more well known. But in terms of quality of product, I've always been impressed by the Reolink range. Now, a long time ago, I can probably find it over here, they did send a sample to me. It was the original, I think it was the C1 Pro here. And this was a camera that was utilised for NAS. There was compatibility between things with Surveillance Station on both Synology and QNAP. And most of that has been largely resolved now due to firmwares being slightly out of touch. But this was the camera they sent. Now, prior to that, I'd already used Reolink cameras in my own home, and now they've sent the brand new one. And this one already left me pretty impressed, and you've seen it featured in several NAS surveillance videos on this channel. So why should you care about an upgraded product? Well, a couple of reasons. One, the hardware is vastly improved. There's been a number of innovations that were utilised in previous cameras that have now been adopted in this kind of flagship camera product. The second reason is because a lot of the C series have had difficulty for a number of you users out there to utilise these cameras with your proprietary surveillance hardware. And again, not just NAS, but other things as well. So although this does support Reolink's own mobile application software, I'm not really going to talk about it too much in this video. This video is largely about this device being utilised with your QNAP or Synology NAS. So let's take a look what you get inside your retail box. If we get this bad boy out of here, we've got if open, if the seal is broken, don't buy. So there you go, I might be waving every way I could ever do to send this bad boy back. And again, this retails for about 100 nicker, I think 90 to 100 depending on where you buy. And again, it is completely compatible with both Synology and QNAP systems. Acer Store as well, I believe, but I'll be conducting some tests on that with my Acer Store 2 bay just over there. So we got the instruction manual that I lovingly threw on the floor there. Inside this nice little pack that it's in. Again, that's one of the, sorry, I'm going to keep lapsing into Rhapsody about this sort of thing. A number of cameras that you buy out there are IP cameras, and particularly companies that don't have an enormous presence outside of the East. You generally find that their attention to production, retail boxes and stuff is a bit lacking, particularly instructions. This is actually quite neat a design. So let's have a look inside here. They've really upped their game since the retail packaging of their predecessors. The box empty there. Inside we've got the declaration of conformity. We have got quick start installation guide. Again, paper manual there. Very graphical. Not too shabby. We have a label there, I believe, for the IPs perhaps, or for screw holes, as well as the quick start Wi-Fi guide as well. Because one of the things you will need to do is kind of go on either use the LAN connection on it, or create a private wireless network which you can then import over to utilise on your own Wi-Fi. It's very straightforward, and I have showed you in other videos, and I will be doing a full software overview of this camera later on. If we get this out of here, inside the next box we find screw holes for wall mounting this camera. We have a LAN cable, a Cat6a cable there, because again this is a Wi-Fi camera and it can be connected via LAN area network, as well as connections for Europe, the UK, a power cable, which is an exceedingly long USB cable. It might even be worth opening that to take a good look at that. Which is quite a good quality cable as well, I've got to say. So many of us reuse our own phone cables and stuff. I don't know how well you can make that out on there. It's quite a decent quality cable there, it's quite impressive. Doesn't sound too QVC here, but I'm impressed by it. As well as the external PSU there for connecting the device into your mains outlet with the connector of choice, and its USB connection there, much like your phone. Also, we have the wall mounting bracket, if you do want to mount this. Put that over there, and that's it for that box. So surely, all we've got left to see is the camera itself. There we go. let's take a look. Leave that there. And here is the camera. Have a look there. Get that out of the bag. And we'll compare this against its predecessor in just a second. But that is the Reolink C2 Pro. And again, it's not hugely helpful having this against a white background. We're still up doing, we're sort of tarting up this side of the studio here. But this camera here, again, has lots of features and functionality that its predecessor had, but more so. So with regard to the PTZ or pan tilt zoom, I'm pleased to say, I'm going to got my notes on the screen there, that it's got 105 degrees tilt and 355 degrees pan. That means 105 that way and 355 this way. So almost complete full 360 rotation. Those aerials on the back, the two aerials support MIMO, multi-input, multi-output, and support 2.5 and 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi connectivity. The lens on the front is a 5 megapixel lens with 3 times optical zoom. Very important, not digital zoom, optical, which means rather than just increasing the size of the picture, it will focus onto a given point. An enormous difference when it comes to IP cameras, and something you will have to pay extra for, because if you do have a camera in your home or business environment, if someone is quite far away, digital zoom is fairly useless when it comes to any sort of legal pursuit afterwards. On top of that, the front of it there, you can't really see it because we're in the light, but there are LEDs built into the front for night vision. 8 LEDs that surround the main lens, and they produce up to 40 feet of distance cover at night during night vision. So, 40 feet, so about 12 meters, give or take. And again, that is great range for a night vision camera. Now again, for around 90 to 100 quid, that's pretty impressive indeed, I've got to say. This has got audio in and out, so it has a speaker built into it. So if you've got alerts built into your surveillance software, and again, Synology and QNAP surveillance software, key there. It can have some of those alerts that come out, but there's also a microphone built into the front to record sound and get that recorded along with your video footage, which is pretty good indeed. There's an SD card slot built into the rear if you don't want to use NAS software and you want to use the proprietary software that arrives with this. And again, desktop and mobile software, very straightforward setup. And on the rear, we've got the power port. And of course, if we bring that there, just the camera, we have got that LAN connection there on the rear. Now, compared to its predecessor, I think it might be a fraction larger. I'm not entirely certain. Quiet, Alexa, sitting there. Computer, be quiet. There you go. There's a problem with having that keyword as your Alexa. But in terms of design, they're very, very similar indeed. But it's just this new whiter one. It feels a little lighter as well. I don't know if they've improved the technology inside. Do check out the actual spec. We'll be doing a comparison of these two cameras in a surveillance environment. If we look at the rear of these devices, the design is very, very similar indeed. But it's just this new one feels lighter and it has better hardware included inside it. I do have a few other Reolink cameras that I'm probably going to be pairing this with that I've collected over the past, and I will be doing full surveillance videos for QNAP QVR Pro and of course Synology Surveillance Station, and we're looking forward to seeing what happens with their DVA, Deep Video Analytics, Deep Video Analysis even. But that has been the Reolink C2 Pro. I really am looking forward to doing some software overviews on this to show you just how good this camera is going to be. I'm going to stop looking down at my notes and look at you on camera. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. Don't forget to click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. This channel, like many, doesn't have a Patreon, doesn't go to PayPal. It's supported by your likes, your subscribes and your views. So do let me know if you've enjoyed this and click like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.